So welcome back everyone to Web Gaming Entertainment. This is Walter with you once again, and this is devblog number 15, and what I want to show you today is the edit mode where you can buy furniture and furnishings for the individual offices that you have in your company. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. As we grow closer to the release of the game, you know, not too far from now, I'm working very diligently to get the game out and to you, making great progress and continue to make more. So let's see, have our finance department kind of filled out here with some furnishings and all the employees with our, I think she is our controller. Mind you, we do have a spot over here, our office for our CFO, if we so desire. Alright, so for this HR office, let's go ahead and fill it up with some employees and some office furniture. So I will first start by saying that there's still some things to be added in. So what you won't see is the ability to choose the layout of these individual offices, which will be in the game, by the way. You can choose the layout. Also, you'll let's see that's not in the game right now. No, I think that's pretty much the main idea, because you can choose the layout of each office. Now, as I mentioned in the last video, the offices are pre-built, so you won't build your own offices, but again, this is just to show you that you can customize it to a certain degree. And as you know, the main idea of the game is to manage your company to be great and wonderful. There is the element of customizing your office a little bit. So let's take a look at that really fast. Let's go into edit mode. As you see, once we get into edit mode, you see the layout of what you can add, or the spaces where you can add things. Now, as I just said, for the final game, what I'm aiming to put in before the release, and if I can't get it in then, I'll make sure it's in an free update, of course, an update after the game. But you'll be able to choose or select from different layouts. And what I mean by layout is how these are all set out here. You can switch it up, mix it up, set up your offices quite differently. So let's go ahead and just jump right in though, and we'll start over here. Let's hire or buy some furniture for this slot. Let's see. It's pretty straightforward, but as you can see, it's a full unit. So for this one unit, you can buy a desk, a computer, obviously, and a chair. Let's see. Let's give them that. Okay, and let's go to this one. Let's sort of choose a different one here. Let's get that. Let's go back to that one. Stay nice and inexpensive. Alright, let's go and accept. Alright, do the same thing here. I'm going to go ahead and pick the same thing for each of these desks. No need to mix it up. Keep it somewhat uniform, even though that one is a little different. I only did that though. I don't know why I did that, but I did that as it's just to represent that it's a different position, because each of these desks will, depending on the room it is, have different options. And the thing is, what I'm going to do is allow you to choose like where you want your, the manager to sit versus the regular employees who pretty much make up the groundwork or the bulk of the work of the department. So let's see. You see it's updating somewhat here. Let's go to furnishings now, and let's see, for this, see what we got here. We have a bunch of bookcases, cabinets, and artificial plants. So let's go ahead and I think we'll do some cabinets for this one. Oh, and by the way, with these furnishings, they add to the room. So for example, the cabinets, they're going to add efficiency in the way of organization, because that's what cabinets typically do. They allow you to file stuff away and keep things organized. As a result, it adds or boosts the organization of your employees and that skill. Each employee has an organization skill. That organization skill goes a long way toward making them more efficient in the work that they do. Of course, those details I'll get into in a further video, of course. Let's see, so we have that. Let's go ahead and add a small furnishing, and for this one we have quite less in the way of options, but again, don't worry, there'll be so many more options by the time this game releases that you can fill it with. But for now, we're going to go ahead and throw in a plant, and I'm going to throw in a plant over there too. Oops, clicked the wrong one. I'm going to throw in a plant here too. Now for this, over here, let's add a bookcase. Oops, sorry. Add a bookcase. And for this one, we'll just do a nice little plant over there. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Now, let's go ahead and hire for these positions here. So we'll start with a generalist. And they do speak to you. I'm actually updating or adding more to this, but you'll be able to get dialogue pop-ups from your employees, mainly your managers, and more often than not, and you know, feedback. And there'll also be options where you can communicate and solicit information from them as well. So let's see, or feedback, I should say, is probably more appropriate. Let's see. Let's go ahead and hire for these last seats here. Okay, so there you go. We actually hired for let's see. Bingo. You know, I added in my follow button too. Just felt like showing that one off there. But as you can see, here they go, filing in, and this office is going to be for you, the player. So you'll be able to furnish your own office and choose what you want in there, as you will have your own player in the game, and they will, your player, that's where the RPG elements come in, because you will be leveling up your skills in different in whatever direction you want to go, and whatever direction that is, it's going to have significant benefits for your company. You know, so whether you balance that out with, you know, other skills or go down one path is directly up to you. More on that to come, of course. So there we have it, guys. That's what I want to show you today in this dev blog. I hope you like it. Please stick with us and stay tuned to updates, even on testing. There's some limited testing going on right now with sort of a closed testing, but we are going to be opening that up a little bit. And to those who, you already know who you are, you've either asked me on YouTube or you've mentioned it in some way or another on the website. I have not forgotten you. The newsletter is still the place to check once those come out, and they'll be coming out more frequent as time passes, obviously, as we're getting closer to the release date. But we definitely will be doing some testing, because I have to make sure that the game runs, you know, as smooth as physically possible. But again, let's keep in mind that this is a one-man show right now, and I'm, you know, trying to change that. But because, you know, help is wonderful. But anyway, at this stage, you know, we're getting closer to the end, so things are going very well. Stay tuned, and we'll get right to where we want to be. Thanks, guys, for sticking with me and following the game and your passion for the game. Thank you so much for that, and I will see you guys in the very next video.